Radiant team banned.
Hello there guys, it's only Logic here with you today. I'm doing some more Dota 2 casting here. We've actually got a little bit of an in-house thing going on. It's not quite entirely in-house. Joining me today is Pyron Zero, as usual. How you doing?
Pretty fucking good, Only. I just called you Only. Deal with it.
Nah, that's alright.
It's going to be excellent.
We're watching some Dota 2. This is actually the MASCA ACT CyberWars Dota 2 game. We've already had a couple of typical bans here, so it's looking pretty good. It's the Boring Ducks versus BoysBoys. And it's the first actual match that we're going to see of this championship.
Yeah, it should be pretty sick.
Unfortunately, it's just a best of one here. But let's have a quick look at the teams and what's happening now. Boring Ducks immediate first ban on Batrider. Can't blame him.
And followed up by the Wisp. And the Nakes, so pretty
Makes
standard looking bans so far.
Standard looking bans. I guess they're worried about typical plays.
Just banning things I don't want to see, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Although I would like to see a Shadow Shaman, a Viper. I would love to see these pub heroes, these heroes that pubbies love to play, because they can be good. Just because it's not a, it's not a professional scene, but it can definitely.
A ban on the Gyro is a bit of left field, but honestly, I think we're all sick of watching Gyro, so.
Yeah, about enough of Gyro.
Yeah. Seen quite enough of that hero.
I'd love to think that at least one of these two teams has a strategy in mind. Like, not just one person carries, couple of supports, a mid, not that sort of thing. I mean, like a, hey, we're going to have Tide, Magnus, Enigma, you know?
Beastmaster.
Visage.
Starting with the Visage or the Visage, either way.
Oh, I'm going to call him Visage.
Very strong support, good bats, level 1 Dagon.
Very strong support, but he's much stronger if you can micro him.
Yeah, definitely.
And I was talking to Pyron Zero about this. I was suggesting how this whole idea about the microing business, people in small games and small groups and non-competitive or smaller competitive groups like to pick professional heroes
and not know how to play them that
because
well.
because they're good, but then stuff up on the intricacies.
Whereas, like, you watch the pros play Visage, and they'll like control the bats individually and do stun after stun, and that's you're getting just more bang for your buck from the hero.
Yeah, and 1 second that you spend microing the creeps that a pro could do instantly.
Yeah,
you've potentially lost your life. It's little things. We've got a Nature's Prophet and an Alchemist. Is this an offlane Nature's Prophet?
That's the assumption. Obviously not set in stone, but typically you see safe off-lane Nature's Prophet, probably a safe lane Alchemist, but pretty safe picks and reasonably flexible, so not giving away too much with their draft yet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can have an offlane Nature's Prophet, you can have a jungle Nature's Prophet, you can have a support Alchemist. We've definitely seen support Alchemist.
10 seconds
I'm not in favour of a support Alchemist.
No, but if they
5
just
seconds
super hard counterpick the Alchemist, then they can play him as a support.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Whether it's an issue if it should be, okay, there's your Weaver.
So Weaver, I'm assuming, is going to be the hard carry.
I assume.
Although Boring Ducks could, take the idea that Nature's Prophet is going to be the offlaner here, run a Weaver against a Nature's Prophet, which would be great,
Yeah.
and then play another hard carry, play a double sort of carry sort of position,
Do
or
like
a triple.
the Phonic offlane Weaver.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
works really well for them in the international. So
Yeah, so we're not quite sure what we could see here, but we're assuming Nature's Prophet offlane, and they're setting up the tri-lane with Visage and Weaver.
Radiant team banned.
very possible.
Yeah.
A ban on the Naga Siren. Don't want to have their Rosh pits interrupted. Like,
Yeah.
Tree, because they want their mid to win.
Treant Protector has seen so much professional play. I'm not a fan, but frankly I can't blame him. Because when you come up against a guy with living armor, and you're desperate to kill him, and he just doesn't die,
Yeah.
10 seconds
that's annoying. And you don't even need to juke. You're not even juking into the trees or anything. You
Not
just
really.
throw up some armor and you're fine.
How hilarious would it be to have a Templar assassin with tree armor?
Yeah, it
Like,
makes you think,
It'd be
doesn't it?
like double the bullshit.
So much damage stacking there.
I know. And like then they just put a Bat Rider against you and like, oh damn. Ban the OD.
OD.
Yeah.
So is this a respect ban, or are they just scared about the big area of effect spells? Maybe
I
they're...
think like OD typically chosen because he just dominates the lane and he's got a nice team fight with his Sanity's
10
Eclipse.
seconds remaining.
yeah, definitely. Darkseer ban there.
Radiant team
Darkseer
picked.
ban.
So they're really banning off lanes. I mean, Nake's definitely
Well,
a
Nyx
potential
can be an
off lane.
off-lane.
Tree is usually put into the off lane. Darkseer, if he's not an off lane hero, I don't know what is.
Gyrocopter, fucking put him anywhere. Who cares?
Gyrocopters as well, yeah. I mean, I've seen mid Gyrocopters work really well, so maybe it's a respect ban against whoever Boring Ducks' offlaner is.
Maybe.
Or once again, we're seeing a lot of big.
Well, I mean,
big
Darkseer
team
is
fights.
a pretty strong offlane, so
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, so the draft being very typical so far.
Yep.
Do you think we're going to see a Pudge mid?
well, there's your Quap.
There's a Queen of Pain mid. Boring Ducks could still pick it.
They could.
Pudge
they could.
against Quap, pretty pointless, but hey, who could still pick it?
Because you see a hook flying, oh, blink away, and then just throw a big dagger and start screaming.
Although I can't help but think that now picking OD to counter that Queen of Pain would have been a brilliant idea.
Yeah. Just taking advantage of the bans and getting a nice pick in there.
But that's all right. I imagine they'll be finishing off their tri lane now, and if they're going to go really typical, they're going to go something like a Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon
5
hasn't been
seconds
banned out yet.
remaining.
No, but it hasn't really been picked in comp for a while.
Hasn't been picked at comp, but still very, very strong, especially with a Visage for setup, Weaver to get into position. They go for a Nyx, could be a mid Nyx, but I'm seriously thinking it's going to be a support Nyx.
Usually a support Nyx, and very good to just go to the mid lane and drop some mana burns and just really harass the mid and just...
Which will be useful against Queen of Pain.
And there's Impale, great stun, Spike Carapace, just all around very useful hero. And that's a follow-up from BoysBoys with the Rubik.
And we've got a Rubik there, which will support Alchemist brilliantly. Now it's this 5th pick, which could be a strong, which could be a really
10
aggressive,
seconds remaining.
hard carry, a really
5
aggressive one
seconds
position, and the
remaining.
Alchemist goes as a supporting role, which works quite well, especially if you've got a stun and you've got a lift and
Reserve time.
you can put so much damage with the acid spray and you just keep attacking and it works really well. Or it'll be a support.
Well, from Boring Ducks, yeah, I'm expecting a 3 or a 2 here, so... We'll see. And of course, the most off-the-wall picks are typically saved for the last ones, so...
Yeah,
if we see
definitely.
something super interesting...
We might see some big plays.
Yeah.
Big plays.
Like, someone could pick Meepo.
Yeah. Meepo with a support Alchemist. Could
Yeah.
work. Could work. You just dual lane that shit.
Dude, that's like sick plays. Who would ever predict that?
Nature's Prophet in the jungle. Rubik solo off lane. Come on. How would that not work?
It's like, just go full Chuan and be like, okay, team, don't feed. If you don't feed, I got this.
Yeah.
Like, I have perfect micro. There's your Puck.
Puck,
Alright.
really good counter to Queen of Pain. So many things to
Just phase shift.
to phase shift out. You got the
Punish
bleed.
with a silence and a big orb in her face.
Definitely. And because Queen of Pain is quite squishy and positional herself, you've got
10
Puck for
seconds
chasing.
remaining.
We've had a disconnect here, unfortunately. It looks like one of the players from BoysBoys
5
is disconnected.
seconds.
We were having a bit of internet issues before, but hopefully it won't be too much of a
Reserve
problem.
time.
It'd be a real shame to start the draft again.
Seeing as the draft is pretty much done. Okay, they've reconnected. But I was going to say they could simply just do an all-pick remake. Seeing as the draft is like done.
Is that used? All pick remix?
Well, they do them in the pro scenes.
Oh, of course, yeah. To just redo the draft, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, draft's done. Let's just all pick and get into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It looks like they're into reserve time on this last ban, and the draft is going ahead.
Boring Ducks. What are they going for here? They need an offlaner. They could run Weaver off lane. They could run Puck off lane.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 5 probably. So, BoysBoys need a 4, and Boring Ducks need a 3.
BoysBoys need a second support, and Boring
Yeah.
Ducks.
Need an off lane, yeah.
They need an off, but then again, it's so open. This is the brilliance about this pick. You can run Weaver off lane. You can run Nyx mid. You can run Puck off.
They
Puck
can.
Off lane.
So, what off lanes that are common are left in the pool? There's the Bounty Hunter, I suppose the Mirana. It just depends on what these guys like playing.
I
That's the
wouldn't.
pan on the Luna.
I can sort of see the Mirana going, but they really don't have much of a tank except for Visage, and you don't want to have Visage at the start of the
Yeah,
fight.
definitely not. So you're thinking like a tanky off lane, like even a Tide?
Yeah, maybe even a Tide could work. The
Yeah.
Treant's been banned out, so that
Or
would have
like-
been a good pick.
Even a Mag if you get a bit greedy?
Yeah, definitely. Or Lich,
10
just to
seconds
help the
remaining.
team with the armor.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
true,
tanky
true, true.
himself, but he can definitely.
But he can help with that.
He
yeah.
can help with that. Luna's been banned, so were they assuming that they don't have a hard carry? They're going to run Weaver in the off
So
lane,
they
maybe?
assume the Weaver is an off lane with that pick. That's curious.
Or even a mid. This is what I love about this draft.
Yeah, so-
Really, anything can happen
It's
here.
very open. It's quite a flexible draft from Boring Ducks.
Yeah, definitely. So, We're presuming we're waiting for a 3.
I assume it's going to be an offlane that they're missing, but
Yeah.
they could surprise us.
They could be running
They
2-1-2
could, like,
as well.
They could like put their puck offlane and get a Zeus.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
knows?
yeah, true.
Or just make Bruno very happy and get a space cow.
The Leshrac ban there,
Radiant's
beautiful
team
ban.
picked.
I still think I'd love to see a Shadow Demon here because
Like great
just setting
support,
up the
huge
kills.
push, big stuns.
Definitely. And you can definitely see the pushing. Acid Spray, Queen of Pain, Scream, Rubik.
Fade Bolt, yeah.
With
The
Rubik
big
with Fade
trees.
Bolt. There's really a lot of pushing
So
here.
they're
So the
seeing
counter.
the push lineup.
I could see a Jakiro. We could. He's a
Could be
tanky
Jakiro,
support.
yep.
He's definitely a tanky support. He'd fit in really well in the tri lane. Triple stun with the Alchemist would work really well.
10 seconds.
We don't know.
Alternatively, Lena, also a pretty good pushing
Lena
support,
also
so
very
5
good.
seconds
Enchantress.
But we're actually going to see a jungler, so we're going to see a dual lane. I presume Alchemist Rubik, Queen of Pain in the mid, Nature's Prophet in the off lane, and Enchantress with a mediocre tri lane. The sort of defensive,
Yeah.
sort of tri lane, not really sort of harass with tornado thingy,
Yeah,
tri
well,
lane.
just send the creeps in, push the lane, just harass, and all the while get our own experience and stuff
Still
like
a
that.
very good
So,
pusher.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not surprised that we see an Enchantress pick over a Chen pick.
And why's that?
Chen's a bit hard to micro, whereas
Chen is a
Enchantress
very
isn't
difficult
as
hero.
important. Chen really relies on his creeps, Enchantress not so much. There could be a Chen counter pick,
Yeah.
counter push, or maybe even a Jakiro counter push to try and counter this.
Yeah.
Burn down the trees, or whatever.
Timbersaw.
And Jakiro, nah, he really couldn't offlane actually.
Bounty.
We're
there
going
you
to see a
go.
bounty offlane,
Alright.
definitely. So we don't really have that much counter push except for the Weaver, maybe the Puck. But, very standard picks here. We're going to take a
So-
look at what's happening with the players and which players are going to decide to be on what roles, because we don't really know the players that well at all,
I can't say
actually.
we do,
It's
so-
a bit of a shame. This is the first game, and I don't know any of these teams. This is just this is for ANU, Australian National University, and it's good to see.
It's
you
good
know,
to see people playing. Yeah,
students
indeed.
playing
So
the
we're
game.
just
So this is definitely
supporting the
rather
local
interesting.
scene. So
So let's take a quick look here. We've got Rylan on the probably carry Alchemist. We've got JJH on the Rubik, X4, which I believe is the captain, or at least a captain type on the Enchantress. What's this, puppy captain?
and there's Video James. On
Video
the
James on the
Furion,
offlane Furion, gonna get his trees now. Definitely get in the well.
and Elks on the Quap of Pain.
Elks on the Queen of Pain. What have we got here? We've got Bobby in the mid as a puck. Shupa in the
On the
Offlane.
Gondar.
offlane Gondar. This is looking really typical, unless I presume he's just warding, because I wouldn't see an offensive tri lane, not by
And-
either of these teams.
And there's Hout on the Visage. I nearly said DDC. I'm just so used to seeing DDC above the name, like Visage. But anyway, so we've got Weaver Safe Lane.
On Fato's Lemma,
Yep.
and we've got the Nyx and the Visage going to support this Weaver,
Lucky Last
30
Master
seconds
Equation
to battle.
on the Nyx Assassin.
the Nyx Assassin. So very, very typical placement, typical picks. We're going to see what's going to happen here.
Oh, there's a tree.
It's already scouting out the rune.
Looking to scout and possibly even block camps if they get a bit creepy.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who's got the greater map control, because I find that that's very much lacking in pubs.
That's a pretty snarky looking offlane. I mean, tri-lane.
What do you mean the?
Yeah, Visage, Nyx, and Weaver. It's like very hard to kill and lots of big abilities.
Yeah,
Pain
I
has
could
a
s-
bug. Yeah.
Copper Paint has a bug. Is that a hint talk or
Uh,
something? Maybe she's got a bug. So Weaver with the Wraith Band
Recipe for a Wraith Band.
opening
That's-
up.
That is a bit off the wall.
Really?
And a single tango, I guess he's being pulled regen. That's
May?
yeah, that's true. They're going for like
Yeah.
going for like a
We've got Puck looks like a bit of a bug herself.
yeah,
doesn't
they're going for like the bug Gondar big fucking dragon strategy. Yeah.
Oh, and Gondar probably just catches the bug, sulking in the trees the way that he does.
Yeah.
in the bushes, he's always in the bushes. At least it's not as
a bit
seedy
like
as
Cuddle
Coddle.
of the Light. Yeah. That's fucked up.
Scouting out the ward spots here. This is interesting. This is getting to me. Why not stats? Why not branches? Why not have a sent to you? I mean, yes, you can get the. It's not Gauntlets of Strength. It's Band. Elven Skin? No, it's not.
You're thinking of the slippers?
Slippers of Agility. You can get them from the side shop, and that doesn't make it quick after what 3 last hits.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Really
and
quick race
is
ban.
he being pulled regen because single tangos is not going to be sufficient?
This isn't a fast bottle build.
Oh, it's only Fury in offlane, so he's probably fine.
Gondar already starting up here to get the get into position to block these camps.
He's
Brilliant.
got a haste,
This
which
is
is
this
really
is
lucky.
absolutely amazing. This sort of blocking here, which I think is really good. Let's take a look at the last hits. Nothing at the moment. Definitely going to see some plays.
So Puck with the slightly better block there.
He's got a haste already, and he can just completely play around with this.
Just completely blocked off that camp.
And he's blocked off that camp, and he's blocked off 2 camps here in that magical bush here.
Oh, he's got the magic rune there.
Yeah,
Not
definitely. Magic bush.
Ward, yeah.
Yeah.
The magic bush there. It's very good.
And body blocking one of the other camps, and he can just sit here and just farm up
You just
experience.
troll a lol.
He probably won't get much farm, but what does it matter? He gets some experience, he gets some solo kills, he goes ganking, makes it too easy. What's happening here? There's already some pulling here, so they're already pulling it back past the tower. He doesn't have
Dire's
a
top
stout
tower
shield,
is under attack.
which could be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, he's taking quite a lot of damage there, but he can just shooky and walk away.
And he's going to get the last hit here. Queen of Pain versus the Puck here. Looks like the Queen of Pain definitely has the upper hand. But she has had to use a Tango, whereas Bobby hasn't.
Puck has not used one yet.
Frankly, if I'm coming up against the Queen of Pain, I just don't stay on anything less than full health.
Yeah, she can nuke very fast.
Mm.
And the Shadow Strike does quite a lot more than you would expect if she's put more than one level into it. So
Typical. It's really interesting here. I don't understand. I could easily see a level 2 Alchemist and a level 2 Rubik getting a kill with a couple of sentry wards
jump, yeah.
on this bounty hunter. Even though the
Well, Rubik
ward's
is
blocked.
going around, so
And we could actually see something happen here.
indeed.
Because he is playing rather aggressively, and he knows Rubik is missing, and the Enchantress is coming. So things could happen
This-
here.
And he's tanking the creep
Sentry,
wave.
and there he is.
And Sentry, and that looks like a first blood.
Looks like he might go into the trees, but that's first blood, given to X4 the Enchantress.
First blood, and we didn't miss it. Doing better than Toby 1. No, I'm kidding, I love Toby 1. But
Brilliant
anyway,
plays here. Alchemist farming up top. The Weaver is coming in second. So, very typical here. There's some creep pulling going on here. Must be really good control, though, by the Nature's Prophet, because the Nature's Prophet is actually... Oh, he's only on 3 last hits, actually, but... For all of the supports and the off lanes, he's doing rather well at controlling this lane.
Yeah, he's got more than Gondar.
Definitely, although we're not really surprised that Gondar has this.
Yeah, he's got first blooded, so.
He does really need to learn to play a lot more defensively.
Ooh, and
Now
Rubik's
knowing...
seen him?
I don't think so. Now knowing that that Rubik does have the sentry wards
yeah.
here.
Come get healed. Eternal spring.
Pops all of the healing.
Yeah, why not? You get a regen rune.
Get a regen rune, pop as many spells as possible.
If you squint, it looks like S4. His name.
You gotta be trying. Is that a misclick?
Is he attacking his own creep?
No, that's a misclick.
Oh, no, that's...
He took the
Oh,
hell bear.
he took the small one, yeah. Maybe he
He-
just wants more experience, man. And walks away from it. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, okay, sounds legit. Could be stacking the small camp here, or even the larger camp. Oh no, that's blocked off by the ward, by the brilliant warding there. Bobby and Queen of Pain coming out up across here. Couple of last hits.
So juking it out in the middle here.
Last hits going up. Oh, by far to the Puck, who's really controlling the lane quite well here. Nyx is moving. Is he looking for that Queen of Pain? No, he's going to go get the 4-minute rune.
Yeah.
And this lane control, this is once again, are they not stacking, or... Yeah, these aren't...
Rubik is taking damage, I would say. No, he's fine.
Oh, Rubik just
I
probably
just
took a
saw him low,
Janada.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not double stacking these creeps, which is causing the lane to push out every time, which is a little bit silly.
Curious.
Maybe they're just trying to get the chain stack.
Yeah, maybe, and just...
Oh,
getting all the stuff
did he
done.
get it? Oh well.
And
And
Furion
Furion's
being
going to bring
crafted.
it all the way back to the tower, and he's gonna have this lane meet. If he controls his treants, he's going to have this lane meet right here, which is completely safe for him.
Yeah, which is
Absolutely safe for him.
absolutely great for the Furion because he can actually stand up there because he can't be ganked from the river.
Definitely. Gondar being spotted around here again. They know he's here, they just don't know where. Oh. Stunned.
Oh,
You got smashed. So is Gondar going to make a move here?
Centaurs get angry. You could
Probably
put
not.
a fair dagger and a half into X4 there.
Alchemist getting free farm, to say the least.
Yep, he's got a Midas. A 5.5 minute Midas.
5.5 minute Midas.
Certainly
Oh,
nothing to sneeze at.
too easy. Done.
He has been pretty much uncontested though.
Yeah, definitely. He's pretty much getting free farm in that lane.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a courier pick-off.
Oh no.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Courier pick-off right there.
Hmm.
Huh.
Oh,
Well,
there you go, Bounty.
Bounty Hunter doing it for his team. Let's take a look
Sneaky
at the
Bounty.
let's take a look at the quick levels, because we can see here that the supports for the Boring Ducks really aren't in the right position. That's almost a kill. Oh, on the Invis, just took out the Invis.
Oh, sick impale now.
They can't find him. They tried the Impale back there,
Oh, I see.
didn't find him.
Yeah,
So
bad
Queen
luck.
of Pain almost losing her life there after a little bit of a juke with Bobby there.
Yeah, and Bobby forced out of lane for the time being.
Now I wonder if Weaver's just trying to push this, because we did say that they did pick their lineup, but as in BoysBoys did pick their lineup as a very pushy lineup,
Yeah.
and maybe Weaver just wants to take down this tower as quickly as possible and have some gold for his supports.
That definitely looks like it could be the idea. And in terms of early game, Furion can't really push that hard in the offlane, so perhaps pushing in his lane before he can have too much to say about it.
This Alchemist being the same level as the mid,
Yep.
even though Bobby's just taken over in terms of levels, that's really impressive for a tri-lane, for all intents and
Yeah.
purposes. Where the supports have just gone back jungling, Rubik's trying to stay as well out of range of these creeps as possible
Yeah.
to give as much to Bobby, and he's done a
So
brilliant
that's,
job.
That's probably more impressive work from the supports than anything.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. He's done a really good job to keep that going there.
So currently leading the gold is the Alchemist by a full 1,000 gold, which surprises nobody because he's got Greeble Screed and Midas.
1,000 net worth, and I think he's actually working on maxing Unstable Concoction, and they have made a move here. They've made a move on the Gondar again. Another sentry drop. That's the second kill on the Gondar. Kick him while they're low.
He is having a very bad day.
Oh, he didn't phase shift that dagger there.
And Puck's eating a dagger.
So that's a double kill on the Gondar there,
Dire's bottom
which
tower is under attack.
definitely helps that Alchemist. And you know, if you've got a pushing lineup, and the only one that's the weakest in pushing,
Radiant's middle
like,
tower
you know,
is
acid
under
spray. I
attack.
mean, it's good, but it's like,
But it's, yeah.
I'll deal your creeps 2 damage every hour. You know, having him
much.
farmed up means that he can go for a fast Battle Fury.
Oh, so close there
Dire's
with the
bottom
deny.
tower has fallen.
It means that he can go for a fast Battle Fury. The tower's already gone down. They're trying to counter push this tower.
Radiant's
They're really
top
putting a
tower
lot of
is
pressure
under
here.
attack.
But there's a TP in from Rubik. Oh, that is not a very good position to be in. But there
Oh,
are
not a
3.
good spot.
That's a brilliant impale. And
they
Hout
don't want to commit to
isn't
it.
going to chase this. And I wouldn't be chasing this
No,
far
that's
past the
too
tier
far,
1.
Yeah.
And what could happen here? There could be a lift. We're going to see a lift. There's no mana.
No mana for telekinesis.
And there's going to be a TP right in. Queen of
Ooh,
Pain,
angry
blink in,
clock.
scream.
And a single
Scream
dagger.
1. Oh, there's, yep, TP in.
Gone.
That's the kill. Brilliant. That's 3-0 already to BoysBoys, which were the favourites at the start of the
I believe so, yeah.
start of the game. We are looking at BoysBoys as the favourites. It's just rumour. I'm not going to confirm or deny anything.
But that's supposed to be pretty good,
This
yeah.
is the current idea. Puck's being brave here.
Ooh.
One, that's a hit. He's taken it. He almost
Big dagger.
almost took out that dagger.
Ooh, I saw
And
an
that's a
alt
brilliant
cancel then.
save. That is a brilliant save from the Knicks
It's
there.
very nice impale.
The creeps are going to chase him, but it doesn't matter. He can just take it back, and he's going to eat up that dagger and probably just take a couple of bottle charges and just go straight back into lane.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant work there. We've got Track, the Bounty Hunter level 7, taking so much use of that lane being so pushed in. But now this Alchemist is just going to have to run.
He's going to have to
He's charging up
just
the
pop the
concoction.
ult and go for a jog. Ooh, the soul assumption there, not enough.
Soul Assumption, they're not enough from a level 4, and it's only a level 2 Soul Assumption. So I can definitely understand this item build, but nothing's going to come out of this unless they can find Gondar again,
Yeah.
and they just don't have sentries.
And a bit more levels on the visage there. Could have made something of it.
Oh, there's been a kill up the top here. I'm not sure who it was. Let's take a look.
Puck
Puck-
got the Rubik. No,
Puck getting
it
the
was
Rubik.
just
That
a-
was-
it was just a rune being activated.
Puck getting a Rubik, the Rubik was a brilliant play there. And Radiant's Courier should be back up. But still, that gold in advantage.
And dust on the courier.
Dust on the Courier.
Just because they don't like the Gondar. Oh, there's Weaver as well.
Definitely. And the
And
difference,
Nyx.
the gold difference and the experience difference already immediately in BoysBoys' favour.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like much, but when you're 10 minutes into the game and you're 3,000 down, things
Or
can
nearly
change,
4,000 in
and
the
they
gold.
can change rapidly. We haven't
Yeah.
seen a team fight yet, and that's really where the things change. Things change, but it's not a
Indeed.
particularly good position to be in.
Yeah. And it's kind of a toss-up as to who's got the better team fight here, actually.
Yeah, definitely. We've got
Seems like BoysBoys have like a lot of push and
there's an initiation on the Puck. Oh, brilliant phase shift of the landing
that
there,
all-
and he's right out of there. And Gondar's trying to be in there, but there isn't a sentry. Oh, look at the coil there. They're just going to stick around.
$1 million dream coil.
Huge soul assumption on the X4, but it's not going to get
Not
a kill.
enough, yeah.
And everybody just happens to back off. They just say it's not enough. Is that a double damage rune? That is a double damage rune, but it's going to wear out. So nothing happened here. A little bit of a team fight, but it didn't amount to much.
Not really.
Couple of things to note though. That ulti is going to be down for another 60 seconds. So
Yep.
if they want to keep pushing this, they can. But it looks like they're just going to back off. This is definitely going to push down to the tier 2 tower soon. But 5-man mid, a bit overly defensive maybe.
Just a touch.
They're losing farm. The Alchemist is just continuously farming there, and you can see pings come out. They know that Alchemist is there. And they're going to go for
He's
it.
just chilling, trying to get gold.
Couple
Holla,
of
holla,
smokes
get gold.
here, and the Alchemist can't see the smokes. He doesn't know that the smokes
Has
happening.
he got a Shadow Blade yet?
no,
he's
he
got the
doesn't.
Shadow Amulet, but
He's had a hit, but he's going to be found. He's going to be found.
yeah, he's
There's the
shot.
Impale. Couple of hits. Huge soul assumption. Does he have the regen? Does he have the regen? Oh, we've got a TP
Does
in.
not look like it.
No, he doesn't. Puck's going to be coming in as well. That's 2 down. That's 3 down. Terrible TPs, I reckon, in there. Alchemist is going to rage buyback and go straight into the lane again. I shouldn't say rage buyback. It's very
But
rude.
It was a rage buyback, let's be fair.
It's very rude of me, and it's things like that that really turn the game around. Just from that team fight, you can see the experience graph drop. You can see the gold graph
The gold
starting
dropped
to
like quite
drop.
a lot, yeah.
2.5 from 4,000 essentially to 2,500. That is a huge drop, just because of one team fight.
I think the deal is he wanted to get back on using his Midas,
Yeah, definitely.
and the XP is a bit more important than the gold,
Yeah, of course.
just because he's got Greevil's Greed for the gold. So
Especially in this early level, it doesn't hurt that much to
but he
buy
saw
back.
the invis puck there
Sentry
because
ward
of his
placement.
allied sentry ward. Probably
Very
scared the
smart
shit out of
place.
the puck.
Very smart place here. Alchemist just going straight back to his
Straight back
aggression.
into the aggressive. Well, he's got a Shadow Amulet, man. He can just stand there for a couple of hours while he fades to invis.
Stands there until the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's already seen it.
It's like, oh, not
Oh,
until
that
the
was
end of the game.
a ridiculous, unfortunate Impale there that just didn't make it. But he's going to play that aggressively.
I was going to say, or not until the end of the game if it's IG versus DK.
Yeah. Let's hope that we don't see that again.
Yeah.
Weaver is doing exactly the same thing. He is pushing this lane, but he's not that high up on the net worth chart. He is that high up on the last hit charts, but Alchemist has seen his fair share of hero kills, whereas the Weaver just hasn't. The Weaver hasn't seen any action at all here. We've got
Very
4
lonely
mid.
Weaver.
No, sorry, 3 mid here. And Queen of Pain may be thinking about jumping out. We haven't seen an ult. We haven't seen a Queen of Pain ult.
No, there was one that was cancelled.
Yeah. And that Alchemist is just going to keep pushing. He's just going to keep pushing that lane. But the missing calls are coming out early, so Alchemist knows to get back a lot earlier than he would have before.
And Janata to the face.
And that's a coil. And he's going to pop that ult. And he's just going to try and juke him. He's going to deal damage. He's going to get it. There's the acid
doing
spray.
his
There's the
big
ult.
ult, the big ult
Queen
from
of
the
Pain
clock.
comes in. That's the puck down, as well as the Alchemist. There's still a team fight here. Huge Impale. Only catches 1 though. That's a lift. That looks like a dead Nyx. And brilliant body blocks there by GH. And the Queen of
And
Pain taking that
Jukes.
kill. So, an unfortunate little bit of a dive there by the Boring Ducks.
Indeed. And I mean, they got the Alchemist, but they paid for it with the puck and the Knicks, and I think that trade goes in the favor of
Radiant's
BoysBoys.
top tower
Oh yeah.
is under
Well,
attack.
with that puck being
Radiant structures are
previously
fortified.
quite high up on the net worth, and with Weaver pushing that lane, is he going to get far? I mean, imagine if he was here. Could the team fight have been turned around?
Indeed.
I mean, sure, sending in a puck, but I'd much rather see a support die. Especially for an Alchemist who's high on net worth, but your puck's now gone down. And you've given it slightly to the Weaver, but you certainly haven't caught up.
Yeah. I guess
So-
that's the issue is would they have gotten a kill if the puck wasn't there?
Well, yeah, true. Definitely, but I think
Dire's
sacrificing a
bottom
puck for an
tower is under
Alchemist,
attack.
maybe when you're behind it's worth it, but I can't see it happening at this point. Let's take another quick
Yeah,
look at the
not
graphs.
overly.
That's throwing the XP straight up to
The
Boys
XP
Boys.
has gone up.
That's throwing the gold up as well to Boys Boys.
Up further, yeah.
And we're going to see a lot of mid action here. There's a lot of very defensive mid. We're seeing 3, 4, at least 2 in the mid at any one time. And we've got a bit of a duel here. That
Fun
damage
for
was
mid.
actually quite high. What was that? What was that? 83 plus 19. Quite high damage from the Weaver already. Even
Yeah, the
somebody as
Aquila there doing that.
tanky as Alchemist having to take that harassment. And look at that damage.
Yeah.
That's quite huge damage. And you can try and push him out with an acid spray, but they all have counters here. Sentry ward up from the Dire, trying to counteract anybody that may or may not have a Shadow Blade. That's
Furion
definitely a
with the
Shadow Blade.
Claymore.
Furion going to go. I presume he's going to go for the Shadow Blade
That's a pretty common item to see on Furion. They like to go for the Claymore and then grab the Shadow Amulets and
because he can push and leave.
walk around, split pushing wherever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. To all of my YouTube fans, I'm terribly sorry that I haven't been uploading much stuff recently.
Radiant's bottom tower
I've been a
is
little bit
under
slow.
attack.
I've sold my gaming computer, as some of you may know, and my current laptop is just not made for that.
No, it's really not.
So, thanks to Pyron Zero for joining me and letting me use his computer for this cast.
No worries.
We've got the Hellbear Smasher on X4, so the right one, but this is healing up. So
No
he's-
misclicks.
bang,
Oh,
big hit
stun.
there.
Sick
The
juice.
two carries just sort of fighting it out against each other, using mana to their advantage, I guess, whenever they can. Bounty Hunter trying to scout this. He's got to be careful.
He's got a...
Oh, and he's had a track. Brilliant track. That's a gold. That's gold
big track
advantage.
kill on the Rubik.
Oh, and there's the dust coming out.
Oh.
Queen of Pain's going to go for that. That's the TP in. But Furion's block. No, that's a block. That's definitely him
There's a
dead.
Gondar.
Is that
Oh,
a
the
familiar
ban
going
as
down?
well.
100 gold. That does make a difference. Those bats definitely do make a
Oh,
difference.
is that a second round
That's
on?
that's
Is he diving
that's
for
a
it?
double
Ooh.
that's a double damage
Oh,
puck. He's
getting
going to make a
greedy.
big difference, and he's definitely going to use the ult on that. I don't think it was a necessary ult, but for that kill, definitely worth it. We've got a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, that's a big kill, and that was just greedy play from the Queen of Pain there.
Is under attack.
This is an initiation. They want to go on this. They've attacked him. Soul Assumption not doing much damage. They're huge damage, but he's just going
Oh,
to...
and look at the turnaround. The visage
Radiant's
still
top
lives.
tower is under attack.
Oh, he's just going to back out of there. That's an attack by Rubik there. Maybe he can lift. Maybe he can lift someone.
Oh, and
He's
he's got the
taken
Shuki.
Shikuchi, and the Alchemist
The
just
Alchemist
turns
turns
around. Absolutely wrecks it. And Weaver actually getting the kill on that Rubik there. So these team fights very, very
Radiant's
close.
top tower is
Quite
under
chaotic
attack.
as well.
It's not going to either side. We're not seeing much pushing after these team fights because we can't call it towards the team.
Not enough people are dead to push.
Definitely. And too many people are dead from each team. You know, you're dropping one from one team and then a couple from another, and then a little bit of harass from the Nature's Prophet there, and a blink in. That's a blink dagger on the puck already. And is he going to initiate on that? He's not. He doesn't have his coil. He's still 15 seconds on his coil there. So now they're really going to 5-man push this tower.
5-man Dota.
And the troll is just going to scout it out with the Queen of Pain there. Trying to basically bring this back. A phase shift on the puck there.
Yep, and Alchemist not interested, just pushing out the top lane, getting some farm.
I'd hate to see it. That Alchemist just turning around and killing that Weaver. Or that concoction damage. Not the Weaver, the Visage. That concoction damage
I
on
was
the
like, oh,
Visage.
fine, guess I better get to the team fight right as they're backing off.
I do not want to see this Alchemist when he's finished his Battle
he's already
Fury,
got a Shadow
maybe.
Blade,
He's already
there you
got the Shadow Blade, but what is he going for next?
Indeed.
Is he going for a Vanguard? Is he upgrading that Stout Shield? I'd love to see a Battle Fury on him. All of these are going to be really grouped up. The Battle Fury will help taking down the Weaver when he's an invis. So we can see a lot of opportunity here. Nax is just going to push out this top lane here. Oh, brilliant phase shift. And there's an initiation on Bobby there, and he's going to be taken down easily.
Look at
the damage! That huge damage from the Alchemist there. As I said, I wouldn't want to see this Alchemist in a team fight. I was wrong. That was amazing.
There you go. It lasted all of about 3 seconds.
Couple of easy kills for Alchemist, and BoysBoys have just thrown themselves back in this game. You can see that huge sharp angle there on the gold and the experience graphs.
Alchemist flexing his muscles there, and the support's really helping him do it.
Mind you, the Lincoln Sphere already on the Weaver as well. This Weaver could maybe do damage. I don't think he can come up against an Alchemist though. But who knows? Alchemist with his ulti. They're going to keep pushing this by the looks of it. They're going to say, hey, we've got the advantage. You're going to defend or what?
Indeed. And Lincoln's is a very popular item on Weaver, but when you're behind in the stakes of the kills, is it really the item that you want?
Yeah, that's the question there. I guess the durability is much better.
Oh, and Weaver has been spotted. He's been dusted.
But it's not going to make much of a difference.
Is
that an ulti?
And
No, not enough for an ulti. Time that straight in. Soul Assumption dealing a lot of damage there, but
Alchemist going to self-stun.
not enough to continue going on there. That is a self-stun by the Alchemist, but he's completely fine. He's got the Shadow Blade on him.
Uses Lothar.
And looks like they're going to take this really low, but they're not going to finish it off.
Like, Hero's
Just
not
gonna
doing
back off.
anything, just letting the trees do it.
Oh, the Nyx is looking for something here.
Oh, he wants blood.
Silence
for blood.
completely missing. Silence completely missing. Maybe they can pick out the Alchemist, but they can't. And a few wasted plays there, unfortunately, unless Dust doesn't have the range. And there is way too much damage there, and the Untouchable as well as the... No, not going to be enough. As well as the healing sprites. Queen of Pain
get
maybe
away
looking
there.
for a re-entry. Oh, but there are 5 here. And they do the smart thing and they just back off. Queen of Pain getting a few auto attacks here.
And Fury and TPing away. Invis.
That Invis TP, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's like a Blade Fury TP. Funny shit.
So, although we said this game was going in the way of BoysBoys, there's still those little plays, those little pickoffs that make a big difference. Alchemist is definitely going to take this in the late game. But how about now? How's it going to happen now?
I think BD2 sort of have the better lineup for the pickoffs. Like they've got Bounty Hunter, the Puck, the Nyx, the Weaver. All those heroes are very good at pickoffs because they can just either invis in or jump in if you puck and then just get out.
Yeah, definitely. You know what that means?
That
We're
means
going to see a BKB
yeah.
on the Alchemist. Although I can't help but think that his mana
Could be
regen...
going MKB. I kid. But the
Maybe we'll see Gondar Butterfly.
yeah, maybe.
In which case we'll need the MKB.
Indeed.
But I doubt it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I've
think
got
so.
a funny feeling it's not
So
going to
I
happen.
was just having a troll a lot, but the Black King Bar is very much a we want to fight now item,
Oh, definitely.
and I think BoysBoys have got the lineup to do it. So
It's the I'm farmed, now try and take me stage.
pretty much.
Tempted to deny they're just not working.
And he's got Enchantress to just stand right next to him and heal him the whole time as he does it. So
Too easy.
easy, done.
And he can just stand there, acid spray, concoction, and just absolutely wreck with the right clicking.
Just roll face. That's assuming that BD2 wanted to let him do such a thing, and I am doubting that is the case. We'll see how the next team fight goes.
Well, they're definitely holding off these plays. Jump in by Queen of Pain there. Now, is it just harass, or does he actually want to go all the way in? And there's a Shadow Blade there. Bang, and they've picked out Hout. He's taken the ult, immediately taken down. The Nyx trying to save him, but it's just not enough.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorry for my slight stuttering, guys. I haven't done this in quite some time, actually. The last time I did a proper cast was when I was doing a Tribes cast. Tribes of Sin.
Jeez, how long ago was that?
That was months ago, wasn't it? And we've done a few fun casts,
Yeah.
but nothing serious.
In terms of actual
Radiant's
MLG,
top
full
tower is
legit
under attack.
spinning MLG's casts. So, have I said MLG enough times? I
And
keep saying it.
look at this Alchemist here, already with the BKB.
We only just looked at him before and he had a Mithril.
And he had a Mithril in the stash, and now he's got a BKB. Just absolutely amazing play by this Alchemist. I really can't see this game being turned around, no matter how many good pick-off heroes they've got.
This Alchemist is getting morbidly obese. Every time you look at him, he's got a new item.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got Janada, we've got Soul Assumption, we've got the huge damage, burst damage output that Nyx can impart onto this Alchemist.
But is it enough?
Is it enough?
Especially if he just pops a BKB, pops his ult, and then just runs in there, sword swinging.
Well, yeah, pops his Shadow Blade, starts up with a concoction, targets someone, pops his BKB then. What are they going to do? They've got nothing. They've got absolutely nothing to counter this. I mean, they've got a lot of burst damage, but they're going to have to catch him out. Now that they're pushing this top tower, there's just going to be a counter push. And I have to say it, the pushing team is going to push quicker because they're the pushing team. But they're immediately going to go back. Oh, we've had a whole bunch of TPs. Although some of them are going to take quite a long time, but they're just going to push them off. They're not even going to lose the tower. It's not even going to be a trade. Oh, brilliant jaunt there. Not jaunt, sorry, phase shift.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And Gondar's just going to think Queen of Pain is coming towards me. Does she know I'm here? Oh, no, she doesn't know I'm here.
Safe. And then screams anyway.
Give it a go.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you just have to let it out, man. You know, getting a bit angry and maybe a bit heated in the thick of battle. Just
maybe it's that time of the month.
I don't even want to go there.
maybe it's just Queen of Pain is Queen of Pain. You know what I mean?
Like, is that what's on the end of her Q daggers?
Oh.
Why
are we doing this?
No, too far. There's a line
this?
and it was crossed.
Okay, looking at mid here, we see Gondar, and this tower hasn't gone down yet.
How has it not gone down? They've spent so long trying to push this tower.
They haven't been able to push this tower. Do they have a glyph? They don't have a glyph, so it's definitely going to go down now.
There we go.
Oh, he didn't track it. Not good enough.
Oh, that's just poor play.
Not good enough. I mean, bonus gold, man.
Yeah. I mean, especially you have to track a target that's not going to go anywhere the entire game.
I mean, obviously.
Like, that's the entire
you have to
point.
think about it.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it. Oh, there's a lift there on the sentry. He's just been taken out. There's going to be a stun, even though he's going to be... Oh, a huge screen there. And suddenly, is this team fight turned around? No, even though there are a couple of drops, Alchemist is just going to keep jumping here. That Impetus is doing a lot of damage there as well. Gondar's going to go down. And I won't say that team fight was turned around. There's definitely going to be a chase. No, there's no chase here. No chase here unless they can reach them, but there's a lot of damage output from that Weaver who's just sort of stayed in the back lines. What is he going to do? He's going to stun him and he's just going to right click him down, and that's huge damage. Was it worth it?
Nope.
Not in a fit. What was that? The visage for the Alchemist? And they're going to lose, and they're going to lose the Enchantress as well.
The Enchantress, so really big fight.
The Boring
for the Dire
Ducks.
there.
Boring Ducks initiated. It looked like there was going to be a huge turnaround there by BoysBoys, and then the Boring Ducks just finished it off completely, and now they're definitely going to push this tower.
I mean, even before the Alchemist and the Enchantress got fed, like, it was an advantage for the Boring Ducks anyway, because when you're behind, an even trade is fantastic, especially when you've got a Gondar.
Yeah, yeah. When you've got that track gold, you know, as well as the gold that you get from kills, when you're behind, you've really got to take anything.
Yeah, an even trade is a good trade, and that's a big fight for the Boring Ducks.
And now they're pushing this tower, and they're still pushing. They're still two-man pushing this. No, they are going to back off. They are going to back off here, and Shupa on the Gondar, just going to meet up with his team. Reconnaissance. No, wait, that's not right. That's not right. Rendezvous with his team here.
5 bounties.
Meanwhile,
Furion just speaking for the trees.
do I sense split pushing here? I can't help but
really
notice.
Furion just getting his Furion on.
I
could
can't
never
help.
have imagined it.
I can't help but
drawing on the
notice
map.
that the pushing team is doing a really good job of pushing.
I think so.
Can you notice
Yeah.
that? I don't think we.
Yeah, and they were drawing on the minimap as well, but see, they're not drawing dicks, so it can't be anything helpful.
Exactly. Obviously, no use to the team if you're not drawing dicks.
Yeah, definitely not.
Now, this is a lot of farm for the Weaver, but a lot of farm for the Weaver in a push lane. I don't know. I'd rather have the push lane, to be completely
Well, they did
honest.
get a lot of trees out of it as well.
Especially with the Alchemist, and he's just going to keep at it. He's just going to keep at it. Almost 2,000 gold here. What is there to go for? He's got the plate mail. He's going to go for Shivers.
Yeah, just holla holla get dollar. But I mean, the Weaver's catching up to him.
Is he going to reach him?
Oh,
He is going to reach him.
Oh,
He's
big.
gone in, and that's a TP in, and Bobby
TP
almost
is
certainly
dead.
dead. Nothing they can do against a four-man gang like that. Gondar is thinking, well, he's dead.
Lol.
Teammate died. Not much I could do, eh?
Nope. Not like too many games where it's like you have to jump in and save the teammate and end up feeding like 3 more players.
Yeah, I know.
So it's good, just like, okay, he's gone, just let him go, and then just walk away.
And it looks like they're going to go for Rosh here.
They get the Russian.
I don't know if this is a smart Rosh. Puck has bought back.
Almost
What
like
is
they
this, Dukes?
saw it. Oh, the Gondar saw it.
Gondar's there, yeah. Not to mention the warding here. They've tried to de-ward, but this ward here does look at the other side of the river, which is where they came from.
Just the Mind Games having the puck buy back. And that completely forced the Radiant out of there. They don't want a part of it.
Yeah, but now it looks like the Radiant are waiting for Dire to go in, and this isn't necessarily a good idea.
Oh, a big Roshan fight.
Because I think this is what BoysBoys want.
Dire's middle tower is under
But surely they know that Roshan is going down. There's a medallion of courage on him. He's going to go down anytime soon, and they're not. They're
They
just,
have to do something about
it's
it.
completely uncontested. They must know that it's going on. They must know that there was dewarding. Are they going to wait for him to fall?
What are they?
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
It's a free Aegis to Weaver. With the Lincolns?
Yeah.
With a Deso? Very
Some-
soon a Deso?
Some kind of misplay from BoysBoys there, because, I mean, in the Rush Pit, they've got the Acid Spray, they've got the Quap with a huge area of effect.
Yeah, you've just got so many options. You've
Like,
got a
area of
multiple
effect
stun.
heal from the Enchantress, you think they would have the advantage in the Rush Pit, but they just didn't want to contest it.
Just didn't want to go in at all. And I cannot assume that they didn't know that it was happening. I mean, it seems
No,
pretty
they
obvious.
were waiting
Yeah, definitely.
in the spot where you wait.
Yeah, and they saw the dewarding going on by Nyx. So,
That's a Deso on Weaver.
probably just misplays. And Weaver's got the Deso. And Alchemist just constantly farming. He does have the AC. So all he needs is his Hyperstone, which I think might be on the Courier. And is it? It is on the Courier. So he's pretty much set.
Just in case he needed any more attack speed.
But he's isolated here. He's isolated here.
My sprites are with
Coil doesn't pick up through
And a whiff
Invis.
on the Dream Coil.
Coil doesn't pick up through Invis. Immediately they're going on the Weaver. Brilliant play there by the Familiars, who are stunning. But that's huge damage from the Alchemist.
Oh, and a big
Who's going to
fight.
go all the way? Oh, and the Courier's gone down. Complete misplay there. Probably wanted to take something. Oh, he took it back.
Ooh.
And he tried to TP out, but he just couldn't. Lifted up by the Rubik there. That's one down.
Oh, we have tactical pause. I shouldn't. But okay, everybody's lagging.
Tactical pause here.
Lactical pause. And the Alchemist way ahead again, look at that.
But that's fair. The team fights sort of already dissipated. We've had one kill, and they can continue pushing. I don't think that the Weaver does have... not the Weaver, the Visage does have buyback status. Let's take a quick look here. No, it doesn't have buyback
Nope,
status.
doesn't have enough gold. There you go.
Doesn't have enough gold. He doesn't have anything, really.
The Visage,
It's a,
well, no.
it's a complete shame. I mean, he doesn't...
He's got
32
boots
minutes.
and an amulet.
It's
not
32
bad,
minutes.
but-
He's got boots of speed.
Mm.
And I mean, amulet and, you know, no mech. This is the big issue. No mech. Unless, yeah, it's just such a shame.
Yeah, the mech would have really helped in some of these team fights.
Definitely. Especially an early mech, which we have seen from, who was it? Was it the Enchantress, or was it must have been the Enchantress?
It
No,
would be
it's just...
interesting to look at the respective gold levels for the supports of each team.
Yeah, let's take a quick look here. The XP graph. Huge peaks, but definitely in favour of BoysBoys.
all over
Gold's
the
just
place.
been steadily rising for BoysBoys. They're almost up to 10,000.
Pretty much all the Alchemists.
Pretty much, yeah. Let's take a quick look at this, the current gold.
Dire's
Well,
Alchemist
it's
just
net
spent his
worth,
item.
isn't it?
Just spent his items, and he's still got huge gold advantage. And we're going to take a look at the net worth as well. I think he's quite high up there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and the supports on Boring Duck's really poor. Like, you can see the Rubik has more than both of them.
Yeah, definitely. But the question
Yeah,
is,
the
are we going to see
Enchantress
big
also
plays?
doing quite well for himself.
We've got the Dream Coil back up, the one that just missed last time. Huge stun. Gondar's gone down. The Familiars are trying to help out, but it's not doing much. They know the Weaver's there. They're trying to do damage. Big Dream Coils, but it only catches 2, and they're both BKB. So it doesn't make much of a difference. Queen of Pain knows that she can blink out of that because she's got the BKB. Can she make something of this? Can we block it with the trees? Oh, brilliant!
Oh, big phase shift.
Brilliant phase shift on the screen there, and then he blinks out.
Blink away. But they get a tower out of it.
They do get a tower, and they've had 3 deaths here. So, unfortunate play.
And
Just
this,
unfortunate
This
play.
looks like it could be Rax.
They're definitely pushing on it. Remember, Lincoln's and the Aegis. And the Aegis might get popped. Amazing impetus there. And what a wasted Aegis. Maybe that's BoysBoys' plan. A sense of comfort. Look at his attack speed there. And he's gone in. He can try and jaunt. It's not going to make a difference. Absolutely huge pushing power there. You heal. You do it all again.
Yep, just regen your health and walk back in. And it looks like that's what they're doing.
And Alchemist
Except for Alchemist.
who's just going to farm.
Constant moolah.
He's in the money.
Holla holla, get dollar.
Radiant's bottom
Looks like he's
tower is
trying
under
to get a
attack.
kill here, but whoa.
Oh, and...
That's their sentry. It's all right.
Yep.
So it's not too much of an issue, and they're just going to try and push out this middle lane, but they've got to know that they're on the back foot, and they've got to know that that Alchemist is really farmed. So what are they going to do to counter him? That's what I think.
Yeah, exactly. Not have fun time, because he's 7k gold ahead of the Weaver, which is a full, huge fucking item, right? That's like an Abyssal Blade ahead of a Weaver.
That's a Divine Rapier.
Oh!
Yay!
I'm thinking the Weaver needs to...
Weaver needs to rapier it up, I think, to have a chance.
Yeah.
4,300 gold, and I presume that's all buyback now.
Now imagine if they picked the Gyro and gotten a Rapier.
But what's going to happen here? Do they think they can make a play? Do
Don't
they actually think they can make a play? BKB's popped, and he's just
Oh,
going to
just
TP
BKB
out of there.
and TP out.
BKB TP, and there's nothing you can do about that.
Must
Doesn't
be so
even need the
frustrating
Shadow
for the
Blade.
boring ducks.
Doesn't even need a Shadow Blade, and he's just...
It's
It's
see
just
you later, shitlords.
the perfect gank gone wrong.
Yep. He just couldn't right click him fast enough.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't even pop his ult there. That was absolutely... It was just BKB, get out of there, and just completely safe. Absolutely amazing plays. We're going to have a TP in by the Furion. Oh! One... And he pops a creep!
The Hex whiffed on a creep.
And Queen of Pain trying, but not going to get anything there. Oh, what a shame.
That sucks.
What a shame. But it's something to note is that he's got a Hex.
Yep, Furion with the Hex gave it away.
Boring Ducks know this now, and they might be able to play around it. But I still don't know what they're going to do about the Alchemist. Stuff the Hex. You know, like... What are they going to do about the Alchemist? So yeah, there's a Deso on Weaver. So what?
Yeah, there's going to be big damage from the Weaver, but is it going to be enough to take out the Alchemist?
Especially with the BKB. Especially with
With
that
BKB.
amazing regen that he's got.
Yeah.
They want to bring this
With the
around.
AC.
Best way to bring this around is to get a smoke, is to get those pickoffs. But we're going to see 5-man Dota, or at least 4-man Dota from both teams here. Not to mention we're going to see a lot of Invis Dota. They're scouting. They know they're around here. But where? But where? Oh, sorry about that, guys.
That's where.
Healer.
Are they going to pick off the Rubik? The Rubik's already disappeared. Rubik was using that Blink Dagger. He knows something's up. They're all missing. And they just can't find anyone. And what a waste. This is a waste of time. The enemies are pushing out the lanes.
It's finite uses on the dust, of course.
Queen of Pain Illusions just
just
pushing
right.
that lane. So they've really got nothing going for them. I want to take a quick look at Ward Vision, which is one of the important things that I mentioned. We've got one ward here, and
On the river.
That's really it. We've got one ward on the river. We've got no offensive ward. We've got no defensive wards by either team. There's a Hex. There's a Hex on the puck. That's going to be a lift. The Impetus is
big
going to
hit.
do a lot of damage, but he's just going to... Oh! Brilliant phase out of that ulti. Is anyone going to be picked out? Yes, the Enchantress just completely taken out there. And Weaver wants to go in on this. He does deal a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. And that's the thing. BoysBoys can just pull out at any time. And just go back to split pushing. Furion can TP somewhere. Queen of Pain can scream, then blink out. Alchemist, he can do anything.
He could just eat the whole creep wave for breakfast.
A bit of a waste on those BKB uses, but still.
And just still going with the Midas.
So they can just say, we lost the Enchantress, we're going to pull back. And they can afford to do that with such a huge
Radiant's
pushing
middle
lineup.
tower is under attack.
Now, how are they going to defend this tower?
Are fortified.
They're going to fortify it, but I can't see any strong initiation except for the Queen of Pain, but she'll go down really quickly. Maybe with the BKB? No, that's a free tower. Visage takes it. It's going to be a TP back from Weaver. They don't really want anything more to do with it. But see, that's the thing. Look at this pushing.
Yeah,
look at
that's
this
ways to push
amazing
so much.
pushing. So, you
Furious
take
on
down a
even
tower.
lanes, yeah.
Yeah, you take down a single tower, and then you've got to back off.
And then you have to go back because you're tier 3s. Right in the tier 3s.
Yeah,
It's just
definitely.
Furion with the big trees and the push.
BoysBoys can do the exact opposite. Not take a tower, back off, and still be fine. And this is the
Still putting
big
pressure.
difference.
It's just Rat Dota.
Yeah, this is the big difference between a pushing lineup and an attacking lineup.
And an Invis bug lineup.
They are going to need to get pickoffs. They're going to need to get kills.
Yeah, that's really what their lineup dictates. So
And frankly, it's just too late. It's 39 minutes
just
into the
how
game.
to get pickoffs when you're behind and your enemy team's Alchemist can just BKB and TP out.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to wait here for the Rosh. And this time they want to take it. I think they're quite serious about this. They don't notice the Nyx Assassin. We might want to make a move. They know it's
Vendetta,
happening.
so-
Oh!
Oh.
Familiar being picked off there by one of the Impetus Strikes.
And then they smoke into it anyway. No.
Smoke and go straight
Big
back
mind
in. No.
games.
Maybe, maybe not. We just don't know. We just don't know what could be happening here. So we've got... Oh, there it is. There's the
your
initiation. Nyx Assassin's gone down. That's your main stun. Huge soul assumption there. He pops his ult and then immediately goes down. Visage is taken down as well. Huge team fight. Huge 4-man Dream Coil. Absolutely amazingly done. But it might not save him. Rubik does go
Excellent
down.
Alchemist just in time
Queen
to
of
save
Pain.
the Weaver.
Queen of Pain trying to save. Alchemist doing brilliant work just on the damage there. The only one left standing is the
Puck.
the Puck.
He's done a Dendy blink. And the Weaver just melted when the Alchemist got close enough.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, the rest of his team's not there. He can just push on his own. And he seems
definitely
very
can.
keen on backing off. Fine, be that way.
But that was just absolutely amazing play. And they're going to go... Now, this is something you wouldn't expect. There's no vision here. They don't know what's going on. Do you think they can expect that they're doing a Rosh? They're pinging it. But are they just going to check? Are they going to go in?
Can they contest it? I mean, he's dead already.
That's it. That's the Rosh.
Roshan has
And then...
fallen to the
that was almost a steal. Could have been a good steal. Could have been one of those Dendy Puck steals. But now that he's got the Aegis, he can... he's got an Abyssal.
And BOTs. This Alchemist can just do whatever he wants. He's 10k, almost 10k ahead of
Absolutely amazing.
the Alchemist there, so of the Weaver. Fucking hell.
Yeah, definitely. He's almost doubling him.
Yeah.
So
Just
I
zero
can't
Fox
see them.
given, he's 6 slotted.
I can't see them doing anything about this Alchemist. There's nothing more he could farm. What could he farm except for maybe a heart and a rapier?
Like, go man mode, get a rapier.
Yeah, once you've dropped
He's
the
not gonna
Aegis,
die.
once you've dropped the Aegis, I mean, you know, go heart, maybe go rapier. There's nothing else that you need though. So we're going to see a lot of 5-man Dota. I don't think Gondar can be on his own. Sentries could be anywhere. They aren't anywhere, but he doesn't know that.
I did see a gem on one of these heroes.
Yeah. Let's see who's got a gem. Yeah, Bobby actually has the gem, and
The
so
Puck
does
and the Quap.
so does the
gems.
Queen of Pain. Both of these heroes really good at escaping from team fights.
Into trees.
And I want to see how many hits. This Weaver takes 4 hits with a Desolator to get rid of an Alchemist Illusion. Now, my question remains, how are they going to get rid of this Alchemist? This is the big deciding team fight. Alchemist is just...
Well, he's got 4.6k just in his pockets. Is he going for a Divine and doesn't want to give it away?
Maybe he's saving up for buyback. Maybe
A
he
man
knows
can
that...
dream.
Maybe he knows that he just needs to save up for this buyback. You're going to see the swarm there, but it's not going to do much. The tower's just going to melt. It's just going to absolutely melt with all of that pushing capacity. Brilliant entrance there. Brilliant store there. Is that a 1, 2, 3
The
man?
Rubik down, the Nyx down. Furion is down.
Furion is down as well.
Oh,
Gondar
the
might go
Enchantress to
down.
Gondar.
Yeah, that's another dagger. That Gondar's definitely going to go down. Let's take a look at
Triple
what's happening
kill
here.
for the Alchemist.
The Alchemist is still
Cannot
doing
be
so
contested.
much damage.
Oh, the Weaver. Just
Absolutely
melting.
so much damage. The Weaver's going
Oh,
to
the
try and
time
take him.
lapse isn't gonna
Going
help
to try
him.
and take him. Oh, and it
Weaver
goes
is
down as
down.
well. They're putting so much damage. He's got a Shadow Blade
Oh,
out
he's been
again.
tracked. Oh,
But they
the
know where he
bats.
is. And then the Aegis drops. Sure, you can kill his team.
And he's
But
back
you
up
just
to full.
can't kill him, and he's just going to go straight in there.
Can't even be
Buyback
asked. He's
from
going straight for
Gondar.
the racks.
Buyback from Gondar, but what difference is it going to make
I know.
with that tankiness?
Like stabby, zero fox kill.
Now, what are they going to do? Are they going to try and kill him? Is he just going to turn wreck him? What's going to happen?
He's gonna fake running away and then just throw a stun on himself.
Stun on himself, and they know he's there. They know
can
he's
see
there.
him.
They can see him, so
Oh,
he's just going
it's
to
just a
turn
big
around,
mistake from
and
the
he's just going to
Alchemist.
take 1, 2, 3, 4, dead. A couple of kills there.
And he finally goes down.
Finally goes down, but just that power, that damage potential.
Like,
Now,
he doesn't
Queen of
even
Pain is the
care,
next
he's
one in
still
danger.
10K ahead.
Queen of Pain in danger, and she does have a TP. She's going to pop it now.
Linking into the tree line. Not enough mana to TP out, so that is a dead flop.
This is the Quap's definitely going to go down. And once again,
And the
Big-
gem.
big team fight for BoysBoys, but an equally big team fight for Bad Ducks. And if you're coming even when you're for boring ducks, sorry. And when you're coming even, especially this late on a team fight, you lost a tower, you lost to Rax, but you won the team fight essentially.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Who knows? Who knows what happens? I think BoysBoys just overextended, but they should
Just
be fine.
overstayed their welcome. I mean, Alchemist could have just pushed a little bit more and then just TP'd out, but he hung around, just manned up into the middle of 3 of them after they bought back and paid the price. So
And it wasn't a smart move,
no,
but it wasn't a
just
bad.
just overconfidence.
Yeah, definitely. We could definitely see worse plays. Not to mention he got a kill before he died.
Yeah.
After a buyback, absolutely amazing play.
So you could like look at the golden experience graphs after that and see just who the fight went in favour of. So
Yeah, see, it's
pretty hugely to BoysBoys.
it's gone slightly down after those couple of kills there. But what does that mean? When you're 7,500 experience up, is there really a big difference between 7,500 and 8,000? Well,
I don't know, man.
time will tell. Can the Boring Ducks bring this around? The other thing that I see here is the late game. Now, you've got Alchemist, which is a very strong right-clicker.
Alchemist, who probably isn't going to get any bigger.
Pretty much. You've got a Furion, which is a pretty strong right-clicker. You've got the Impetus. Amazing damage. Absolutely amazing damage, especially if you're in the back lines, which is exactly where you should be. For the Enchantress there. Compared to what? Gondar?
Gondar has got BKB, Vlads and Yasha 47 minutes in, so
Puck?
gosh. Puck's got a scythe.
I can't see much right-click there. All they've got to rely on their right-click on their late
Got
game
the Weaver,
damage is the Weaver.
who's got a Demon Edge, and Chrysalis. I got excited for a second there.
Yeah, he is going for the crits.
Like, not going man mode, no balls deserves to lose. No rapier.
And Puck solo pushing this, but going to go straight back to base, and understandably, I don't blame you. But that will put a lot of pressure on that tower, and I think it's the next one. No.
Furion just needs to push R, and the situation is diffused.
A lot of pinging going on here. Queen of Pain, what are you doing in the trees? You're not Coddle. And they must know they're all mid. So are they going to come around? Are they going to stick around here? What are they doing? Hard on Alchemist?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what to say here.
Yep, he's gotten rid of the Shadow Blade, decided he doesn't need it anymore. He can just walk up to whoever he wants and bash their skull in, so...
Now they've backed off. Is this a purposeful back off? Did they know? Did they have a... They've got a sentry right there. Sentry right there. Oh, but there's still been a pick out here. Bobby's... Oh,
big
huge ult. Just taking out Bobby. But he's still alive. He's still there. He's popping the acid spray. He pops the BKB. He's trying to do a lot of damage here. The Rubik has already gone down. The Nyx is going to go straight down as well. Puck's really low. He's not going to go down. He might get a couple of hits of that. The Queen of Pain as well. That Alchemist is still there though, and he's still right-clicking away, but what is he going to do? What is he going to hit on? He takes down the puck. Huge Soul Assumption, which does no damage. Does no damage, and once again, whose team fight does this go in favour for? BoysBoys, I guess. But they're not taking down that Alchemist, and that Alchemist can afford to be more aggressive. Not when the time doesn't suit it. You know, not when they've fought back. But at the start of the team fight, that's a pick-off as well on the Enchantress there trying to get away.
So, I mean, all of BoysBoys, save the Alchemist, goes down, but...
That Alchemist can definitely turn around in a team fight and just start attacking. They're really... I think what the Boring Ducks are doing is they're targeting a lot better. They're single-man focusing. They're saying, stuff the Alchemist, we probably can't kill him.
Just
Let's
kill
go for somebody else. And the Alchemist is being forced to back off. Maybe unnecessarily. Maybe necessarily. Maybe that's the pressure that they're trying to put. Maybe that's how they're going to turn this game around. What do you think?
Yeah, it's very possible from the Boring Ducks there. Trying to force some buybacks here, I guess, from the high ground,
But you can
all
see
I need
huge,
to do is send in the Ogre.
huge right clicks there, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to go down. And you can see the huge right click damage there, but that was almost a kill on the Visage, who did end up backing out. And now that they know that the enemy team's alive, with a couple of buybacks I saw there, it's a bit of a shame.
See?
Once again, the split pushing is really just putting a lot of focus on them. Putting a lot of focus on their defense, sorry, I should say. It's causing them to come back. It's a 50-minute game. We're here, we've got BoysBoys against the Boring Ducks in the MASCA ACT CyberWars first game. Well, it's technically not the first game, but the first game was a forfeit, unfortunately. So, first cast game.
Yep. And if you've been looking at the chat, then my apologies. We've been ignoring you the whole time, and we'll probably continue to do so.
Yeah,
Dota
we're really
is a full screen game, so
we're really focused on this game. Normally, I would be running this on my laptop and my gaming laptop, which I sold. Sorry, guys. That's all right. Could be worse. I really do want to get a new PC, but I shouldn't. I should study. I should focus on study. I'm not studying.
yeah, studying Dota.
Huge smoke gank here by the Boring Ducks. Now, puck's been revealed, so he knows something's happening. An immediate silence there. They want to put a lot of damage there. There's the spike. Enchantress goes down. Does Enchantress have the buyback? Enchantress doesn't have the buyback. But it's only 133 gold out. 132 gold. 129? Only 127 gold out. And now that they've taken down the Enchantress, they're going to go straight in for that Rosh. And they're going to have no contest.
Yep, it's going right down.
Weaver's going to take it up again. Cheese. He's going to take the cheese. The Nyx Assassin's going to take the cheese. Probably a good pick, because he can initiate there, take all the damage, pop off the spiked carapace, take the cheese, maybe even continue right-clicking there.
Nom nom nom.
But Queen of Pain also just pushing this lane. It's just relentless. Every time you do something, you have to go back to base. This has been a very farm-oriented game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's looked very Chinese, especially with a giant alchemist. But there you go, the XP for the first time in the game.
Huge XP dip.
Swinging back towards the Boring Ducks.
Dropping down 4,000 to the point. This is amazing.
Like to the bad ducks. Like, how many names can we come up with? Like the belligerent ducks?
Oh, I want a ping! I want a ping! Go on! Invisibility rune! Get it!
Come on, go
get
on.
it! Get it!
Do it,
You want it!
do it
You
now.
want it! Did you see that Korean casting? Did you watch that video of the Korean casting?
No.
Deny! Deny! Circling the tower. The tier 3 tower. It's like super low health. Deny! Deny!
Dude, hold alt. Check this out.
Yeah. Oh, of course you can do that.
Mouse spam.
A mouse spam. Oh.
Sick.
So now they're going to push out these lanes, try and get more farm on this, excuse me while I say it, but grossly under-farmed Weaver. Doesn't even match up. I mean, he's on par with the puck. That's not a good sign.
XP per minute, but
Yeah,
anyway.
he's on par with the puck. Let's take a look at the gold per minute. Once again,
Yeah.
it's just no contest.
Just dwarfed by the
It's just no contest. Most importantly, you look at the XP per minute, and it's 240 for the Visage and 194 for the Nyx. That's just so bad.
Yeah.
Your supports can't do anything if they're not getting these pickoffs, especially heroes that are so good at pickoffs early game. the Knicks, as soon as he hits 6, should be getting those kills.
Like the Knicks used to be played mid a lot, just because he
Yeah.
would run around Vendetta and just impale the shit out of people.
Get those kills, do a ton of damage. Visage, that soul assumption early game, even against an Alchemist, so much nuke damage, and they just didn't take the opportunity.
Level 1 Dagon.
They just didn't take the opportunity. And so, there was a pick off on Gondar there.
Just for a change.
Queen of Pain taking off the Gondar there, probably with the team, and they're just going to push down mid. They're going to say, if you guys aren't going to take the game, then we're going to take the game. Gondar does have a buyback. I don't think he's going to use it, but they know that they're pushing. And I tell you what, that track gold, 31 to 27, is going to help a lot. That Alchemist, he's going to get initiated on. He's going to get thrown down. He's going to get coiled. But look at that damage. Look at that minimal
he's
damage.
going down.
Shivers, and he's going to just TP.
He's TPing out.
And just TP, and he's just going to get out of there.
He's got BOTs. He can get right back there.
Oh, we're gonna follow this. We're gonna follow this. It's gonna make it.
Oh god. Oh, that Shuri toss, man. Dude, big muscles on Gondar. Look at that shit. Oh, and it just goes straight to the well.
Flip. Beautifully done.
It's like that Pudge well hooks with Jen. Just
Pudge
like
hooks,
following the hook.
absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing hooks. It's a shame we didn't see any of those. Those, yeah.
I know. Like Pudge Chan.
55 minutes in, and all tier 3 for the Radiant team still up.
And the Dire don't seem to be noticing. I don't know.
What's happening?
That was the Knicks that was pushing out the lane, my bad. I thought they were like about to be wrecked, and they didn't really notice, but that's good.
No, that was the next. And they've still got their mid, they've still got their bottom. They haven't got their top, but it doesn't look too bad. What's happening here? Looks like they're counter-pushing now. You can't push, we'll show you how it's done. I wonder if it's a good idea. They don't really have the pushing team. They've got the pickoffs, and they didn't make that big advantage early game. I'm actually surprised that it's lasted this long with a Weaver that, fair enough, now has a Daedalus. Now has an MKB. He's now farmed. He's now doing a lot of damage. One shot. Almost one shot on the melee creeps. That basically means should be GG. I hope it's GG. I mean, against that Alchemist, you're going to need a lot of damage.
It just depends, you know. It looks like it's BoysBoys on the defensive here.
Yeah, definitely. And Nick's going to try and make a move. He's still got that cheese. The Aegis hasn't been popped yet. I don't know how long until the Aegis is reclaimed. Immediately, already one in there. Oh, and the Weaver's just going to go straight down. But they're gonna keep fighting this. The Weaver's gonna be back up, and he won't be able to do that much damage. Queen of Pain, huge scream there, taking down the Weaver a second time. No contest. The Nyx has gone down. Huge impetus onto the puck there, who's trying to escape. But the long, brilliant. Oh, is it gonna make it? It's gonna hit him.
Dead puck.
Dire's middle tower.
And there's the dead puck. And that's just an absolute wipe. No buybacks by BoysBoys there. Absolutely amazing play. Now they're going to push this lane. They want to take that tower. The second Brax has gone.
Furion taking out
Furion
the tier 4s.
already getting in there as quickly
straight
as
for the
possible.
throne.
Furion knows that there are TPs coming in. Knows that they've got buyback. But surely they must have. They don't have buyback.
There's no buybacks on anyone.
None of them have
and
buyback,
this
so they're
is
going
GG.
straight for the throne. And the GG is called. Brilliantly played there. Down goes the throne. Well played. BoysBoys, 35 to 27. Absolutely amazing play.